righty, everybody. So just moving right along here, basically do two birds with one stone. At this one, a lot of things that I decided to pick to choose for training on. To be perfectly honest, there's a lot of things I could do a lot of training on. I wanted to do things that I thought were vital. The most important things to me that I found while I was applying action from the time I got an online business, and I just learned to be fact that these places are where I need to put my attention at the most. With that being said, some of this stuff may sound like it's simple when I mention it, but when you actually look into it and break down what you need to be doing there compared to what people are actually doing can very well be two entirely different things. Okay. I think some people, when you think of a Facebook group, you kind of say to yourself, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do, blah, 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 stuff like that. Well, I can tell you when you apply a lot of action, you learn a lot of things. And sometimes things kind of surprise you. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to talk something about some bad leaders as well, some good leaders, and things you got to watch out for in Facebook groups from both. And even a good leader not even trying to hurt you or anything can be a bad thing for you. And I'll explain what I mean in just a second, okay? So the first part is going to be the importance of your Facebook support business groups and how to use it properly, okay? So this is the entire first part that we'll be looking at. All right, number one, I consider a great Facebook group as often the deciding factor of whether someone does your business and whether or not they go big in that business. It is as important as the follow-up email is to me. Okay, if you ever notice, it's like I said, I keep talking about how I paint a picture, right? Where in the landing page you're going to get a chance to meet me. In the sales page, hopefully I'm the one that's doing the presentation. If not, that's okay. They had a chance to meet me before. That was the most important thing. I got the chance to shake my hand. They got sitting there with my hand out at the entrance of the doorway to my business. Then when they come through, I get my follow-up email. And what's that follow-up email going to be, y'all? It's going to be, number one, go ahead and sign up at minimum. Number two, friend me on Facebook. Now listen to number three. Number three, I will personally welcome you into the Facebook group so you can get a chance to really see what this business can do for you, what it's been doing for people, and what this thing really is, what it can really mean to you. Okay, if those are my call to actions, out of the three call to actions right here from the get-go, the Facebook group is the third one. It is vital, to be perfectly honest. I sometimes can look at a Facebook group and say, wow, there is so much going on here. The CEO is in the Facebook group. The creator of the share code, whoever that leader is, man, they are posting in here every day. He's got a tight following of his own downline who's appreciating it. They're copying what he's doing. You look at brand new people that come in and they're excited. And everybody welcomes everybody. Everybody congratulates everybody, if they're your team or not. That environment is exactly what a brand new person loves to come into. They can feel the sincerity. Number one thing is nobody should sneak into the Facebook group. It should be their sponsor telling them, hey, welcome to, whatever the name of the Facebook group is. They just went, let's say they just went there, our new gold member in Power Lead Systems, giving them an example, and such things of that nature. I think that alone can help a lot. It makes them feel good when the Facebook group itself comes around and starts saying, welcome, welcome, blah, 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 and even congratulating maybe the sponsor of that person plus that new person, congratulating both of them. Something really special takes place about this, y'all. The next generation, these brand new people. Let's say if today I brought in 4 brand new people, right? And I'm congratulating them, welcoming them into the business. I want to congratulate Miss May. I've got her using an example down below. I'll show you in just a second. Miss May, I want to congratulate you for going gold, diamond, and platinum and really taking this business seriously, right? Going all in your business because there's nothing, And then I start to use that as an example to let other people know the importance of going all big in their business, right? Not only does it uplift them and it shows people the next call to action should be going big in your business. Now, I'm telling them why right here. The other people around them, if they're my downline or not, can sense this. So when you have leaders in a Facebook group or people who just positively, posting, it is a family, y'all. It really is. So to me, a Facebook group can be the difference whether or not someone makes it or not, someone does it or not. Of course, everybody goes and sees a nice presentation, right, of whatever that business is. But if you go into the Facebook group and it's a dead group, what happens to your excitement level? It dies. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk about different viewpoints of things I've learned and what you need to be watching out for and to help create. You need to be part of the positive in this Facebook group. And I don't care where you're at, if you're a beginner day one, if you are the Mac Daddy person in the Facebook group, it does not matter. You're all got the same goal and the same jobs inside of this. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started right here. Like I said, I consider a great Facebook group as often the deciding factor whether someone does the business or not, whether or not they even go big in their business, because of the people around them who are constantly showing, I just went diamond, blah blah blah, and then everybody's like, yeah, and then diamond's one of the best things I ever did, blah blah blah, and everybody feeding off of that. What do you think this new person's going to do? They're going to be inspired to go bigger in their business because the people around them, the ones that believe in the business, are doing that. So you want to get your people in this Facebook group that has this in here. Secondly, this should always be a call to action. You have got to put your people around these people that believe in what you do. Now, if you sponsor somebody in the Power Lead Systems, y'all, there's 41,000, I think about 500 people in it right now at this time, maybe a little bit more than that. So almost 42,000 people in there, right? Do you know how many people love Power Lead Systems? I mean, obviously, if you're looking at this, you've already been in the Facebook group. You're going to see different leaders in there. Not everybody on the same team. Not everybody promoting the same way. It doesn't matter. This is family here. What you want them to see is just a tightness between us. Neil Geis, to be perfectly honest, most of the time is living in his own Facebook group. And a lot of times, if you don't see him, it's because he's busy behind, behind everything, doing videos and stuff or something that's coming up. Usually, when Neil goes quiet, I have learned it's almost always because he is doing something for the business. But we've got a great CEO. They've got an incredible amount of respect for the business. The payouts are ridiculous. Have you ever stopped to look at how much money Power Lead Systems makes compared to us? I'm serious. Go through one time and look at gold, diamond, and platinum. If someone goes all in, how much does Power Lead Systems make compared to you? We just kill it, and I think that says a lot about the business right by itself, right? So if the man loves this business that much and he's in his Facebook group and he's often to welcome people and answering questions, stuff like that, it's the right kind of group you want your people to be around. Number three, this is a place for you to shine as a sponsor. They referring to the people you sponsor, they want to see their sponsor having a voice in that Facebook group. Believe me, they always do. They will even be looking for it. Okay? Now, I want to give you examples. This is my own, and I am going to be giving examples. It does not mean go join the groups or anything like that. If you want to join, that's great, but that's not the point. I'm going to give you examples from what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is my own Facebook group called Action Taker Success Group. Now, obviously, I've got people that congratulate and welcome them into the Facebook group, things of that nature. I've got downline who are welcoming people. This is me letting them know that if they don't see, because I post a lot on YouTube, that if they don't see any new content this week, it's because I'm making for a Master Traffic Institute, and I've got 11 more videos to put down. So that's a lot of time. So this week I'm gonna go ahead and knock it all out. But I want them to know, just because they don't see me posting on in my YouTube channel, that everything's okay. So that's the kind of thing I do. Again, it's me getting feedback, 11, 12, 13 different people liking and even putting the love. Well, I guess I put the love there. Sorry about that. but people comment on things of that nature. Again, you want to have, I will cover this real quick, a routine post and game plan. I would say now this game plan can vary a lot upon you. Okay, what I consider a game plan for posting. Let's say today, every day, I'm going to try to post 5 uplifting posts. 5 uplifting posts that of thoughts, ideas, ads I've made in the past. Not trying to get people in, but I'll give you an example of that in just a second as well. And welcoming people, congratulating people, letting people know that you're there, uplift people, y'all. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you a good example of that. I'm gonna use this right here. Let's see. I know many that have signed up and done nothing. Let me know how that works for you. We'll meet back in a year and compare. Think like a leader. This is something I personally made. I don't know, probably 8 months ago or something. I'm just guessing. And I use Canva. Canva is free. You can go to take whatever images you like, upload them, and it's a really good way for you to fade out color and the pictures and stuff like. It's just a good way to make little advertisements or inspiring things of that nature. So that's what I do. I'm not going to say that I uplift every day at 5, but I would like to. I think that's a good number. What I consider a daily routine for me, one YouTube video every day if I feel like making it. If I feel like making it. Now, where am I going to post my new video at? I'm going to post it. Obviously, it's going to be on YouTube. So that's where it's going to get majority of the views are at. Secondly, I'm going to post it on my timeline for me on Facebook so that my people are connecting to me there. These new members or leads that's coming in to see that I'm creating content. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it's an easy push to get people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to see them see my video. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, I'm going to post my video in my own Facebook group. Okay? So my own Facebook group is going to have it up here. I'm going to say something like, here's a new video I just made talking about blah, blah, blah. When you get a chance, take a look at this. Some of you new people, this can really help y'all out or something like that, right? That's what I'll do also. So again, I'm still putting out content. Solomon is actually one of the moderators in here. He posts on a regular basis. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to support what he puts up here. This is me in a business where I showed that I just purchased $5,000 in the packages because you always want to practice what you preach. I could keep on going and going and going in things like this. Uplifting people, y'all. Look at this. The number one way to get diamonds and platinums and PLS is real simple. You need to tell them what it is and how important it is to their PLS business, period. So what do? I show a whole slew of diamonds I've gotten and a whole slew of platinums I've gotten. And then I even have downline. See what I'm saying? Here's Mr. Darwin. He's gone gold, diamond, and platinum in the business. So he's going to comment right here. This is Matthew right here. He's actually got a diamond not too long ago. Posting it right here. Esteban is gold, diamond, platinum. He got a platinum his first 24 hours he came into. See what I'm saying? I've got the right kind of people that are thinking in my Facebook group, and I don't want people to be influenced just necessarily by me. I'm just part of it. I just walk by and pour a little gasoline on it, and Esteban pours a little gasoline on it, and then Darwin, and then Matthew, everybody. It's a group thing that keeps the fire burning inside of the Facebook group. That's one of the most important things that you're going to find, about a Facebook group and a support group. Okay, so if I can post 3, 4, 5 times a day of something uplifting, I consider that a plus. Now, to show you how important this is, let me show you this, y'all. Motivational. Okay. This is a folder that I've created with absolutely nothing but motivational things, right? These are the newest ones I've created are sitting right here at the top, and it goes right on down and keeps on and on and on. And see all these motivational things. Almost every one of these things were made at Canva. I give you an example. Let's see, might be too big here. Okay. Where is it? Okay. If I'm going to be a workhorse, you can best believe it's going to be for myself. That would be a good one to post in a Facebook group. You see what I'm saying? Now, while I'm posting these things that I've created, and a lot of times, y'all, I am motivated by this, by a downline who asked me a question or something. Next thing you know, I was like, you know what? And then I'll just take a second and say, I'll make a good ad. I don't think there's a more of a workhorse picture than this you're ever going to find. I mean, look how much that's up here, right? So it's just a little bit of ingenuity, thinking about it, maybe a little bit of creativity. And a lot of times, y'all, you don't have to be even this. You could just type the words up there. You know how Facebook does now; it allows you to do color and things of that nature. But now, every time I create one, I can put it over here. And I tell you what, y'all, I even give you a better example than that. Let me show you here, y'all. I'm gonna go to my timeline, and I am going to go fact. So I'm gonna put right here. I'm gonna go down here. Let's go to motivational images. And let me type in workhorse. That way I gotta look for it. There you go, workhorse. Okay. Now, if this had a long writing to it, which sometimes I would put something like that to go with it, then what I would do is I would copy the entire thing. There you go, comma. All right, I'm gonna go to post. Now, I've just posted my first motivational thing for the day. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to another Facebook group. Guess what I'm gonna post? The exact same thing. Okay. I got a new person wants to come in here, so I'm gonna paste that and workhorse again. And y'all, this is simple. But you know what? When you have someone that wants to come into the Facebook group or is just sponsored, they want to see their sponsor being active in a group. And you know, you really think about this, y'all. If you signed up to something, you're really excited about it, and if I show people that I believe in the business, and I'm in my landing page, they can connect with me, tell I'm sincere, and if I'm doing the sales page or not, then the follow-up email. This just helps paint the picture. This is someone that believes in their business and backing up exactly what they're saying by using their own Facebook groups that they're being connected into. Okay. So let me get back on track. I just wanted y'all to get a good example of what I consider routine posting up to 5 times, and just copy and paste and go to different locations. I've got a Facebook group. It's called Planet Millionaire. That's not mine. It's one of the leaders, Frank Calabro. He's one of the guys doing the videos for up here as well. He's got about 13,000 people in his Facebook group. So often, if there's something we have in common with the businesses or something that's just uplifting, I would copy what I did, paste it in his group. Okay, then I've got my own Facebook group. Obviously, I'm going to paste it there. Then I've got my own timeline. Obviously, I'm going to paste it there. And even sometimes, I don't normally want to go with a lot of uplifting things at Power Lead Systems itself. 41,000 people. Mostly it's just welcoming people and congratulate people and uplifting people and proof and progress, things of that nature. I do that there, but I don't usually put an awful lot of uplifting kind of things there. I think that I just don't want to flood the whole place with a whole bunch of people putting that necessarily there. I know that may sound a little odd, but I believe that to be very true. Use your own Facebook groups or the smaller Facebook groups. The big one, I think, should really be more about proof, progress, welcoming people, and congratulating people. That's where I have a tendency to focus my attention at the bigger official Facebook group. There's a Facebook group called Yellow Brick Road. I am not promoting what they're promoting now, but I've got a lot of downline who are still there. A lot of my Power Lead Systems people also have joined me that are in that Facebook group. So there's nothing wrong with me posting images about Power Lead Systems in there that I'm helping everybody with. Again, as a family. And then secondly, I can uplift people and maybe write comments about things I have. One of my downline asked a question, and it was a good question, and I gave a really good answer, and I thought it'd be good there and there and there. The point is, I'm making a presence, and people can connect with me, and I'm someone that applies a lot of action. And those are exactly what I'm going to copy and paste and send to the next place. Okay. Number 4, often the one or ones that influence you is not your sponsor. This is not a bad thing, and accept it. People are people. Look at the bigger picture instead. What I consider probably the life-changing business for me, I was not, even though I was sponsored by someone and they did a great job, the ones who influenced me to go big in the business were not my sponsors. Okay? Now, I'll give you an example. When I jumped in the Facebook group, I was blown away. All these people showing proof and progress, and they hadn't been in long, and they could breathe this business. They were excited. I was like, oh my gosh. To be perfectly honest, I didn't get the business yet, but that Facebook group got me wanting to know about that business. The next 2 days, all I did was ask questions. And I can tell you right here, how important is it? I'm putting their name up here. I've done videos talking about this before in the past. This Rosa Pena and Kenneth Hassler were the two that motivated me the most and got me going big in a business that changed my life. And neither of them were my sponsor. That is what a great Facebook group can do for you. Neither was my sponsor. Without either one of them, I'm not sure that I would have gotten into that business. I know I sure wouldn't have understood it. And Kenneth Hassler had gone big in that business. Kenneth Hassler is the one that taught me that I needed to be big in that business. He didn't teach me by teaching me necessarily. He taught me by doing it. He went big in his business and it blew my mind. I was like, are you serious? I had never seen anybody go, I haven't even thought about going big like this. Kenneth Hassler is the one that showed me that going big in your business. When I went big in my business and I opened up to people and told them that I went big, and the answer to this business is going big in your business. Next thing you know, a huge percentage of people were going big in my business. You know how much it changed my life? Seriously. Because of people in the Facebook group, I was making well over 10,000 plus a month in the first 90 days because of two people, only two, in the Facebook group who were willing to talk to me, reached out to me, and it just set a fire inside of me, and I just took off like a jet. That's how important a Facebook group is. Your job in a Facebook group is this always. I don't care if you're the newest person there on day one or if you are the biggest, baddest cat in the group, it does not even matter. Number one, you need to welcome your people to the group and participate in it. Hey, everybody, I want to welcome Jim to the Action Taker Success Groups, my own Facebook group, and blah blah blah. I'm gonna give you an example of that in just a second. If I do that to him, and then later on this evening, and he's got all these people saying welcome, welcome, welcome. There's 10 people saying welcome and likes and comments and congratulating. The next generation that comes in, let's say later on this evening, I sponsor Bill, and Jim is putting welcome. It's contagious. Okay, congratulate people. Yours or not does not even matter. If I'm in a Facebook group and I see that this person here in 2 weeks has been up there every day, every other day, and they're brand new, putting in new members, and I see them making golds and diamonds and platinums and things like that, do you think I personally care if I sponsored them or not? I don't care. I just love seeing someone that's on fire in their business. I'm going to congratulate that person. I will personally tag this person and congratulate them, telling them, how, or better yet, see somebody that I've known for a couple of years that really had been struggling. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, everything's falling into place for me. And they're every day, I wanted to welcome, blah, blah, blah. I want to, I'm going to call her out and say, it is so awesome to see you, your business growing like it is, and blah, blah, blah. How do you think it makes people feel? They don't have to be your downline to do that job. Uplifting is one of the easiest things in the world to do. The problem is the world has taught us in general, not in Facebook, just in general, we don't uplift people anymore. We'd rather tear them down. That's what news teaches us. I've seen before, if all of us were together, oh, we're tight now. But if one of them starts succeeding, the other ones almost try to pull you back down. It's because you're going somewhere they're not. Congratulating people is easy to do, y'all. Just do it. Proof, okay, that the business works. Proof is the business works. There's several things to this, y'all. Number one is you're not showing off. first of all. If I posted in my Facebook group, and I will go ahead and show you an example of this right here. Here's a bunch of diamonds. Here's a bunch of diamonds I brought in. Here's some platinums I brought in, right? Okay, first of all, if it's me and I'm doing this, great. It's making a name for myself a little bit as a go-getter in whatever that Facebook group is, right? That's great because I want that. I want to be known as someone that applies a lot of action. I'm a go-getter. I'm making a name for myself. Branding you is the number one thing you ever do in your business. Secondly, it is uplifting all the people. This is a family here, y'all. Everybody's a family, bringing in new members. If I can uplift people and tell them the importance of diamond and platinum, and if you sponsor this person and they go diamond or platinum and they're not even underneath me, do you think I care? The point is you get paid for it. That is what proof can do for the business. It produces excitement, inspires people, and people excel from it. Progress. They can see you growing while they are there consistently. If someone's there every day in a Facebook group and I'm just showing proof and progress, just showing constant, bringing in new people, welcoming people, congratulating people, and I can show them this week where I made $1,600 in new growth in Power Elite Systems this week, or something like that. Y'all, again, it's the exact same thing. It's showing that I'm doing something that's working. I'm making a name for myself. I'm uplifting and inspiring other people in the Facebook group. What makes me a little different? I don't do paid advertising. A lot of people know that. So I can kind of inspire people to get out on Facebook, to get out in the YouTube world, because those are the two avenues I use. You see what I'm saying? So there's so many different angles. And a lot of times, y'all, people are watching you and you don't even know it. They're sitting there quietly. They've been watching you for a month. I've had people that I'd never even seen before. And after a year, they send me a message. I've had one today, matter of fact. Let me know how much I've inspired them, and now they're finally doing videos. Never seen this person before, but I inspired them to now do their very first video this morning, and they wanted to tell me thank you, and they appreciated me doing that, things of that nature. And all I was doing was applying action. And I've even had conversations before where people could almost quote my videos from months back, and I didn't even know it existed. Yet here they are just telling me, oh, I know this in this video here, blah, blah, blah. I was like, wow, this is pretty impressive. That they would even be able to acknowledge, all these videos, what I said and stuff of that nature. So you will be uplifting a lot of people when you don't even realize it. And obviously, just like I said, uplift just means you're going to get out to people. You can do motivational things, just like I just said, as far as post, things of that nature. It's easy. So many different ways to uplift people. Number 6, this is pretty important, y'all. And I've seen this at times. I have literally seen this at times. Don't be jealous of others that are doing well in the Facebook group. You can be inspired to succeed this very way. They can also inspire your downline as well and can be the factor of your downline upgrade in their business, and you the same for others. Okay? I'm not going to lie, y'all. Everybody has that feeling of, wow, this guy is killing it. Who is this guy right here? I've never even seen him. And all of a sudden, he's like, bam, there he is. Yeah, if I really wanted to, I guess I could go to that avenue and say, man, I sure am jealous, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to be, excuse me. I had to sneeze. I apologize. It's not going to be, it's not beneficial to be jealous. The better thing to do is to congratulate them, welcome their people in, let him also inspire my people. I inspire my people, I inspire their people, and we all just go together. It's just a new leader that's coming up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Um, and jealousy is never going to help anybody. So if I if I was brand new and I saw somebody come along, they're just killing it, I might even go through their link to see what they're doing. You can learn to other people who are in the trenches applying action, though. Okay? Don't ever jump boat. Just because someone is doing well doesn't mean that, oh, I should quit under this person and go sign up underneath them, blah, 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 things of that nature. That isn't worth it. Okay? Just stick with your person. There's loyalty. It's very, very important. Diamonds, here's an image of that. I think I showed you earlier. Platinums. And let's see. You can also learn from the others that are exceeding, that's like what I said in the Facebook group, and their businesses as well. Use all success to your advantage for your downline, everybody. I want to give you an example of a welcoming. This is one of the things I made at Canva. Stop, penetrate, and listen. Welcome to Action Taker Success Group. Just little funny things. I have some. I have who else do I got? Snoop Dogg. I got him all dressed up like a pimp. Sitting here, things like just grab attention. I'd like to congratulate and welcome Arthur to PLS. He literally just came in minutes ago. Arthur, if you need anything, just ask me personally or here in the Facebook group. You have an awesome system. I emailed you my share code as well. So keep a lookout for that. Congratulations and welcome to PLS. Something as simple as that, y'all. And at this time, I got 6 likes and 2 comments congratulating people. Miss May, she went gold, diamond, and platinum. Congratulations, welcome to PLS. If you need anything, just ask. Let's see, you have me directly, my personal Facebook group, and about 41,000 others in the official Facebook group as well. Far from doing this by yourself. We are a big family for sure. Anyone that has not gone all in their PLS business, you are literally just waiting to give your money away. Never do a business halfway. Who's next? See what I'm saying? And then I got 7, 8 likes down here in hearts. Thanks, Shawn. Looking forward to helping a lot of people. That's Miss May right here. I'm sure I answered back. And there's Kathy Dunn. She's constantly congratulating and welcoming people as well. Again, y'all, this is a group effort. No one person is really going to run a Facebook group. Not really. Okay, so I'm going to end the first part right here. And this is going to be the second part. And the ones who are thinking about coming into making their own Facebook group, right? When is the right time to make your own Facebook group? Now, if you want to make one right from day one or something like that, this is going to give you some tips on that. But I'm also going to tell you, if I join a business, I have seen the importance of having the members are supportive already there. Remember me telling you about Rosa Pena and Kenneth Hassler, right? Okay. In my opinion, if I have another leader support group and I respect that leader, I'm going to ride with them for a while. Okay. I'll wind up putting hundreds of people into his Facebook or their Facebook group. Now, not only am I going to do that, I'm also going to have them into the official Facebook group because I want them to be connected there as well. Okay. So the importance of the Facebook group having members that are supportive is very important. You need that element. Hold off on making that Facebook group until you have a following. Now, a following does not mean you got to have thousands of people. Okay. But what you do want is you don't want to send your people into a Facebook group that is dead. And so you do want to have a following. How do you get a following, y'all? Is by doing all the things I just said above. I'm not going to mention them again. I'm just saying, if you're active in it, other members who are not in your downline are going to not mind getting into your Facebook group. They see the kind of person you are. You're uplifting, proof, progress, welcome them, and congratulating. That is your job. All you're doing is showing others they need to be doing the same thing. They need to follow you. You lead by example always, okay? So if, to give you an example, I had already been free from a job and had, I don't know, thousands of people following me. I still didn't have a Facebook group just yet, okay? And I did make a couple of mess ups. I'm going to mention that as well that wound up kind of biting me in the tail a little bit. So I would say hold off if, like Planet Millionaire for me, had maybe 10,000 people in 8,000, somewhere like at that time, and me put my people in there, and I respected Frank. I knew that he wasn't going to try to steal my people or anything like that. So my people and his people, they were the same people, and they got along great. So that worked out really good for me. So I kept that one for a while. Now, secondly, add people that will support the business into your Facebook group when it's really time for you to start, when you start branching off. The reason I actually had to branch off from Frank's Power Lead Systems, I'm sorry, Frank's Planet Millionaire Facebook group was the fact that he was promoting businesses that I was not going to promote. There was nothing wrong with those businesses. I just because another leader's doing it doesn't mean that I'm going to do it. I gotta believe in the business. I gotta feel the business. I gotta want to do the business. I'm gonna go big in the business if I'm going to promote it. And he would do businesses that I wasn't interested in. So if I took my people and add them to his business, and he's promoting to something else, and it's this big new hot thing, and his Facebook group is full of it, and here I am trying to still promote it, Power Lead Systems, just to give an example, he has Power Lead Systems inside of the Facebook group, which well, you always will be part of that. It confuses my people. You see what I'm saying? So even though, yes, I rode with Frank for a long time with that because I wanted that excitement, enthusiasm. Once I had built enough and I had got to the point that I learned, that was my learning point really, that when I put people in there, they would wind up getting into this new hot thing he's got because so many people are commenting on it. While the other businesses there, Power Lead Systems, was rock solid, but I was winding up losing people and their attention was going in the wrong direction. I contacted Frank and I let him know, and I was a little worried that maybe I'd bother him by telling him this. I was like, but buddy, I'm losing people to your new business when I add people to it, so I'm going to have to separate my people. That way, I won't wind up losing, my people. And the very first comment is like he said, I totally understood. He could see that happening. I would say 70% of the time, me and him did the same businesses and we're on the same page. Just sometimes I felt like this business here was still growing so much that I didn't need this new business. It's not that there was anything wrong with it. I didn't need it. My focus was really here. Didn't want to go somewhere else and put my attention to something. Me personally, I had always learned if I take my attention off of anything and point at something else, that business will go down. That's just common sense to me. That's exactly what was happening, to these other businesses. So, with that being said, when I was time to jump boat and make my own one, I had named it Traffic Monsoon Action Takers. That was a screw up. I didn't realize that putting a name of a business would be a bad thing. I really didn't know that at that time. Traffic Monsoon Action Takers it was a good name. It looked really good printed up there, on when I made my graphical thing for it. It just I really liked it. Uh, I think I got a lot of people came in because of the name of Traffic Monsoon when they looked it up, online, on Facebook. So I thought I was in the plus. Everything was good. Here's the problem: after you put in, I don't know, let's say 800, 1,000 people into your business, and then let's say something it potentially happens to your business, whatever the business, anything can happen with online business, anything could. Here you are stuck with a name, and a lot of people that knew your Facebook group from the name itself, and you'll wind up hurting yourself because now it becomes a ghost town because that business is no longer there or whatever the problem may be. So my 800, 1,200 people, however many I had at that time, that were excited, enthusiastic, kind of revolted against the Facebook group because I was going to change the name. And they loved Traffic Monsoon. These people loved that business, right? So Frank didn't have any of these problems because he had named it Planet Millionaire. Planet Millionaire was his own entity, it was his own brand. So, because not having the name of the business in it meant it was free to any business. So, if something happened to one business, okay, here's the new one, but the name hasn't lost. And that brand is part of who you are. So, let me show you an example right here, y'all. Action Taker Success Group. This is me. Sorry about that. Action Taker Success Group. It was Traffic Monsoon Action Takers. Okay, that was the name of the group. But I went to decide to go with Action Taker Success Group, and it's growing on me. And now I don't ever have to worry about changing businesses or things of that nature. If something happens to one business, or if I decide that we're just going to put it on the back burner and go to something else, something new, that's fine, and I can do that. So, in my opinion, keep the name generic. Never add it to. I would think of it just like a domain. It's kind of the same thing. If you ever take a domain and make domain Traffic Monsoon as the last part or something like that, then every time you go to promote another business, they're going to see that. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, Facebook is kind of the exact same thing. You do not want to go with that. Keep a generic name, something that can be branded to you, and that's going to be able to go through business to business to business. Did not know that, and it bit me in the tail. I thought I was doing something cool, and it was helping my business grow. I just didn't realize it was a bad thing. Okay. So number two, add people that will support the business into your Facebook group. I tell them personally that I'd love to see you. I would let's see what I put. That I would love it if you would join my Facebook group and help support it with proof, progress, and uplifting others there. Make them into admins there. Okay. If I see somebody who's really doing really well inside of, let's see, uh, Planet Millionaire, something like that. And at that time, I was like, this guy here is really uplifting. It'd be awesome if I can get him around my people. And then I start adding on my people in my group. Now I've got someone else who's going to be uplifting to help with me. A lot of times, I did strategically even place position who were people from the UK, that time frame. So during the night, they would be willing to answer questions and welcome people into the Facebook group, things of that nature. Even when it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning for me, I had a round the clock kind of thing, and I made them administrators as well. So that really seemed to help a lot in me. Make them administrators there, and make sure you support them and the people they bring into the group as well. So it's not about you, okay? When you get your own Facebook group, it is no longer about you. It's about a community of people that's going to be able to connect with you. One of the biggest compliments I ever really got, I would say, about my Facebook group was that when someone asked a question inside the official Power Elite systems, and I'm not putting them down, there's 40,000, 41,000 people in there. I love the place, right? They can ask a question. They could go ask that same question in my Facebook group, and they would get an answer almost instantaneously because I don't have a job. I'm always here. And then there's other people that's just, that are just inside the Facebook group all the time who's helped managing it. And I really think that was one of the best things is to show that we were active right there and get to it right, right that moment. Okay. Um, but yes, of course, if one of my admins or whoever is bringing people in, of course I'm going to support them and the people they bring into it. Okay. Don't delete anybody just because they screw up right from the get go. Send them a message, letting them know, if the admin's done something wrong or something like that. Just let them know, look, y'all, this is your job right here. Just keep everything on track. Don't want anybody self-promoting their businesses here. So, you're going to have to delete that. I do give people a chance. Might even get, 2 or 3 chances if I felt like they weren't trying to do it on purpose kind of thing. Um, you just got to have, a feel for people and let your admins know what you're looking for in your own group. Okay. Routine posting game plan, the same one I said earlier. 5 posts a day, uplifting, etc. Post, copy and paste to different locations. I would say do your timeline, do your Facebook group, and maybe somewhere else. And just like I said earlier, I want to welcome, congratulate, and proof and progress in the official one. So get them in there and make a presence for yourself there. Still add them to the official Facebook group for the business always. This is a place for up to the minute for information. So if they got something going on, let's say if the pages were down, Power Lead Systems is got some kind of maintenance issue, they would know about it almost instantaneously. I think it's real important, especially if somebody's like to me today. If I was going to promote all day long with Facebook and couldn't find out my link's not working, something like that, stupid, but it can happen. And this would be a really good way of having information right up to the minute. Power Lead Systems is pretty rock solid, but I've seen other businesses where they did have implements problems, or they were brand new and they were working out these little bugs. I'm not going to put a business down for being new. For growing pains is often what takes place. So, that's just what I'm saying. It's real important to have them connected to that. They need to be part of that, not just you. You do not need to be just a relay person. That's it. I mean, of course, when you see something, go relay it to your Facebook group. But having them into that one is real important. Okay, what to watch out for when using the Facebook group of another leader. This is very, very important. And I have seen this, and I had to leave the leader. I like the leader. He was a good person in the Facebook group, right? I'm never going to say any names or anything, but let me read this first. Make sure the leader is not doing things to steal your members. It won't be this business because you already got them in your business and you're using them for that, and that's great. He's really helping you. It's all impressive, blah, blah, blah. It won't be this business, but the next ones they do. That would be the problem. Stay away from groups that the leader tell the Facebook group members to leave their emails in the post. This cat here was telling people, look, y'all, here's a brand new business right here. I'm not even going to tell you what it is right here, but what I want you to do, if you're interested, just put your email. He had people putting their email in the post, message it down, and everybody, your downline don't even know any better, so they're putting their email. So now he's adding them to the email list, and not only is he giving that information, I've got downline a year later after I left this guy, and was still getting hounded by these new opportunities from the leader. They didn't even know what they were doing. So you got to be real careful about people like this, y'all. Or they just leave links in their own Facebook group itself. Got to watch out for that too, y'all, because this person say here's the next best thing if you're interested. And look, even went further than that. If you type anything else here, anything else at all, it will be deleted. Like, wow. So all he wants, no feedback at all, nothing from the people who are against him putting a post there, stealing everybody else's people. And if you put anything else there other than you're interested, so he could get you or your email, then he's going to delete it. It was one of the biggest eye-opening things I'd ever seen a leader do, and I just could not believe that anybody would do that. And I had to leave, and I learned a couple of things from this guy. I'm one of those people. I learn more about what a person does than what they say. But you know what? I took some good things from this person. But man, I tell you what, I could not get my people away from him quick enough. I can tell you that. So always want to make sure that you have a respectful leader that's not going to try to steal your people. And it won't be the business right now. You have to watch out for it. It won't be this business. It'll be the next ones coming up that they're going to eat up your list and put them on theirs. And you got some guy making 6-figure, even potentially 7-figure income that knows what he's doing, and he's hammering away at your list. You got to be real careful with that. Okay. All right. Also, the leader of the Facebook groups that you added hundreds of members to, when they start promoting programs that you are not doing, what happens to your people? You will confuse them and you will lose many to the leaders that are pushing new businesses, even in respectful leader groups. That's exactly why I told you earlier, right? Where Frank Calabro, no disrespect at all. He had no intentions. I had no intentions of ever causing any conflict. But when he started pushing something new, it was just a whole different, it's different gear than when I was going in this direction. He was going in this direction, and it confused my downline that I was bringing in. And a lot of my people that would have been excited about this one wound up signing up over here underneath someone else that I brought there, and then would, go big in that business. So just be real careful of that. You got to think about that. Yes, it's real important that you get yourself. I say at the beginning, get yourself around the right kind of people that can, really love the business. If it's the official Facebook group, if they have got that presence, you've got something that's great. Sometimes it's not. I think Power Lead Systems is a great group, so that would work. If you are feeding off of another leaders, just watch out for that, because that can bite you in the tail, and it won't be their fault. It's going to be because maybe you're not going into the next business with them. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you're on par with that person, and just use your gut feeling. See if this person is respectful. How do you feel about this? What kind of reputation do they have? People have been around for a while. They know what they can and cannot do, and they'll be speaking out if that leader's doing something wrong. Okay? Big tip. When making a new Facebook group, do not call it after a business name. Example, Power Lead Systems Action Takers. I just explained that. Of course, I think Power Lead Systems is rock solid. I don't think it's going anywhere. And it might be a good name potentially per se, but that's where branding you needs to stay in place. And I described that earlier. If the business goes under, you will have a Facebook group full of people and a name that's stuck in their minds. Keep the name universal to all businesses. This is your brand name for a Facebook group. You can add it without the controversy of businesses a whole lot better this way. Okay, and y'all, this is going to end this. I think a lot of this I wound up telling you before I took the time, to write it down. A lot of times, y'all, I do find it better for me just to let it flow so I can explain things a little bit better, whatever comes to mind, and then I'll use the notes to try to keep you on par. If you're going to do your own Facebook group, that's fine. Even if you want to start it at day one, I don't think that's going to be a problem. If you've already got a pretty good following behind you, you've got something that's great, go ahead and get you a couple of administrators underneath it, and tell them what you want in play. Let them know that this place is going to be about proof, progress, and uplifting people. I'm not going to be tearing anybody down in here. I'm not going to be talking about politics. We're not going to be talking about anything that could divide the people, because it is nothing but shooting yourself in the foot. That's true with your timeline as well. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. And yes, again, out of the 3 to call to actions that I give people right from the get go, the Facebook group is the third one, is one of the most important ones. So take it seriously.